Finally, Elbaf enters the climactic war, and Skipper Gaban has begun rampaging alongside Dory and Bragi. Moreover, it turns out there's another major secret in Elbaf that has just been revealed. Curious, aren't you? Hello, SuperSynth Studio here. The latest One Piece chapter continues the cover story about Yamato's journey around Wano country. After defeating Who's Who with a Thunder Bagua attack, Yamato proceeds to take down the entire crew of Who's Who. It seems Yamato's journey will truly mirror Kozuki Oden's. Ulti and Page 1 will likely join Yamato, similar to how Oden gained his loyal followers while traveling across Wano. The latest One Piece chapter continues from the previous chapter, where the Giants of the Fire Brigade are forced to battle the monstrous manifestations of the Elbaf children's nightmares. Earlier, these monsters destroyed the fog ship they were riding, and now they're trying to crush the Giants. Some Giants manage to hold off the monsters with their shields, but they struggle because some of the creatures are incredibly strong. The chaos isn't just in the forest, the monsters are also wreaking havoc at the Walrus School, where Saul, Principal Kiba, and the teachers begin fighting them off. The scene then shifts to West Elbaf Village, where Nami and Jin try to sober up the giant warrior pirates, who are still heavily drunk. Dory, Bragi, Oimo, Kashi, and Jiro remain unaware that Elbaf is currently in a state of emergency. Nami worries about Robin and Chopper. If they go to the Walrus School alone, it'll take them far too long to get there. Suddenly, Colin appears and approaches the Straw Hats. He was actually forbidden by his mother, Ripley, from causing trouble. She told him to behave like the other peace-loving giant children, but this time, he has no choice but to break that rule. Colin sneaks off in a small boat, taking Jinbai, Brook, Usopp, and Nami with him to join the fight. Brook and Usopp, still completely wasted, have to be carried by Jinbai to get them onto Colin's boat. The scene then shifts to Elbaf's forest, where Ripley takes Frankie to see an ancient giant robot that has existed for over 3,000 years. Frankie is shocked. He once saw the same robot on Egghead Island in the same ruined state, lying there for nearly 200 years. But suddenly, it moved and helped them escape the Marines' siege on Egghead. Ripley asks Frankie how the robot could suddenly activate. Frankie isn't sure, but whenever Luffy's white form awakened, the robot always headed toward him. Ripley says she really wants to see Luffy's white form, explaining that it's the form of the sun god Nika. If Frankie had looked closely at the murals, he would have noticed a robot as one of Nika's allies, Ripley adds. Yeah, interesting. It indirectly reveals that the first world's destruction happened 3,000 years ago. And in every era, there's a Nika and an ancient robot. Nika with his ancient robot, Joy Boy with Emeth. And what about Luffy? Will Frankie become his robotic companion? Yeah, it's really suspicious why Frankie was the first to see the 3,000-year-old giant robot. And if you've noticed, Frankie's current wanted poster features the Thousand Sunny. Will Frankie eventually merge with the Thousand Sunny and become Emeth 3.0? Interesting. Besides, Luffy will surely awaken the 3,000-year-old giant robot. This will likely show a flashback of the robot and the first sun god Nika from Elbaf, giving us a glimpse of the Great War that happened in the First World. The scene then shifts to the Holy Knights, who have finished their meal. Summers looks bored waiting for their game to end. They decide to listen to music until the kidnapped giant children board their ship. Turns out Gunko is a huge fan of Brook's music. No wonder Gunko dresses like this. She's willingly offering his underwear for the Soul King Brook to see. The scene shifts back to Dory and Bragi, now fully sober, gathering on the Great Irik ship. They unleash a Hakuku attack, defeating numerous monsters in one strike. Skipper Gaban also arrives, joining Dory and Bragi on the Great Irik. Gaban prepares to unleash a devastating attack to crush the monsters before him. No break next week. The scanlation of the latest One Piece chapter will be released on Friday, and the official version on Manga Plus will drop on Sunday.